Here is a test on sequences and series. I hope that you have done the questions in the question bank, multiple choice, and the quiz before taking this test. If not, I'll recommend you to go through those questions, get prepared, and then attempt this test. It'll be a good practice before your final test in the school. Okay, here's question number C3. I'm using C for communication questions, right? And third question in the communication list. Consider the function f of n equals to 3n minus 1. Does it represent a sequence? How can you modify or restrict it to represent an arithmetic sequence? Determine the common difference for that sequence. Think over it, write down your answer, stop the video, and then once you're done, look into my solution. Okay, here is the solution. When we say consider a function f of n equals to 3n minus 1, what comes to our mind? I know f of n, you're thinking about natural numbers, but that is not specified, correct? Variable can be anything. It could be f of x, f of a, b, c, d, anything, right? Or f of n or f of t, whatever, right? So here we will not assume that it is a set of natural numbers. F of n equals to 3n minus 1. If nothing is given there, we should assume it to be a set of real numbers. And that could be a kind of a line which will go like this, right? Where the y-intercept is minus 1 and the rise is 3, right? For every 1 unit, it will go up 3 units. And that is kind of function f of n for us. As you can see, it is continuous function, and therefore it is not a sequence, right? Here we say n belongs to real numbers, right? It is continuous, and therefore it is not sequence. So that is part A, correct? Let's consider this as part B. Now B. How can you modify or restrict it to represent an arithmetic sequence? We have partly answered this question. We say, well, the only way to make it a sequence is restrict the domain. We say let n belongs to real natural numbers, not real numbers. Okay. So if I say n belongs to real number, in that case, f of n equals to 3n minus 1 becomes a sequence, right? And this sequence is arithmetic sequence. Correct? If you have to sketch it, how will you sketch this one? Well, in this case, it will be sketched like this. If n is 1, right, so we'll have to start with value n as 1, correct? So the first term will be if n is 1. So if n is 1, then f of 1, let me write those values here for you, right? We have f of 1 equals to 3 times 1 is 3, 3 minus 1, which is 2. F of 2 equals to 6 minus 1, 5. F of 3, 3 times 3 is 9, 9 minus 1, 7. So 2, 5, 7 and so on, correct? That is our arithmetic sequence, right? So at 1, we'll have a value, let's say this is 1 and the value is 2, right? Then this is 2, the value is, let's say, 5. This is 3, the value is kind of like this. So we will get these dots, right? Discrete points on a graph, not continuous things. Do you understand? And this becomes a function for us. Now here f of n, right? And here we have n, but it is only set of natural numbers, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, correct? So that is a huge difference between the functions which you have studied so far and the sequences. In sequences, we are looking for a domain where n is set of natural numbers. Okay, it includes 1, 2, 3, 4. It does not include 0. Correct. Now part C is Determine the common difference for that sequence. Well, here is our sequence, and we can say that the common difference C is what? The common difference is 3, right? Equals to 3. We can do 5 minus 2. We do from here to here, right? And here to here, right? So we get 3 here. So the common difference is 3. From the function, you can see the slope. Slope gives us the common difference for arithmetic function, right? As you can see, arithmetic function, or I should say arithmetic sequence, it is also a function. Arithmetic sequence increases or decreases by a fixed amount, right? Therefore, it will represent a line, kind of a scattered plot, where all the points will lie in a straight line, okay? But you cannot connect them. Connecting them will be wrong. If you connect them, you are saying that n belongs to a set of real numbers. Remember, n is discrete, okay? Thank you.